What is going on, guys? What is going on, 27 Squad? Welcome back into another video. And yes, got the hat on. It's chilly here in Florida, man. First time in a while, but it's feeling good. I love the cold weather down here in Florida. So right now I'm on my break right now and getting ready to finish my, basically start my day, but finish my part of the route. But anyway, I do want to quickly talk about something. That's Ron Rivera, who was recently fired either today or yesterday of the Carolina Panthers. Listen, Ron Rivera is a fantastic coach. I love him as a head coach. Riverboat Ron, he has great coaching decisions. Sometimes very risky, but great coaches know when to take their risks. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But Ron Rivera is just that type of head coach. A really good defensive mind, has a 4-3 defensive scheme mindset. So I like that. And also he has history with Dave Gettleman. As you guys know, him and Dave Gettleman were like, the GM and coaching duo, getting each other to the playoffs and working together and getting to the playoffs and eventually the Super Bowl back in 2015. And I just love Ron Rivera. I believe he's like 76 and 63 or something like that as a head coach all time. 76, 63 and 1, something like that. I may be wrong, I may be off just a little bit, but that is his head coaching record, and also went to the playoffs 4 out of the 9 years he was a head coach, and all of those years with the Carolina Panthers since 2011. And 4 out of the 9 years is not bad, especially with one going to the Super Bowl, having that 15-1 record, having Cam Newton, being the MVP. Those, add on to your resume, and I think Ron Rivera is definitely going to get a head coaching job this summer, this winter, I believe. This spring, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, free agency, when free agency comes around. But do not expect Ron Rivera to get a head coaching job before the season ends. That's not how it really works. So he will be a head coach next season. Hopefully it's with the New York Giants. He's my number one target, because there's already familiarity there with Dave Gettleman. They've worked together. Say what you want about Dave Gettleman and Ron Rivera and what their time in Carolina and letting go of Josh Norman and all these other things happening there in Carolina. They're starting anew. They're here in New York. They got rid of guys like Odell Beckham, Landon Collins, Eric Flowers, guys like that. They're rebuilding. They're trying to trend in a different direction, and with them working together in a new team with a fresh slate that they can start all over again, who knows what can happen. And a lot of people have this thing with not hiring defensive minded head coaches with a young quarterback. And I completely understand what you're saying, because a few years ago, I was in that same mindset. I wanted, a Pat Shurmur, because I wanted an offensive-minded head coach with a young quarterback to develop together. But there have been a lot of instances where, defensive-minded head coaches who are just getting into their head coaching jobs with young quarterbacks grow together. You look at Mike Tomlin and Ben Roethlisberger. I believe they've been together since the beginning. I believe Ben Roethlisberger was there for 1 year, and then Mike Tomlin came the next year, something like that. But Mike Tomlin is a defensive-minded head coach coming from Minnesota and Tampa Bay. You look at Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is a defensive-minded head coach from the Giants, the Cleveland Browns, the Jets for a couple of hours. He was around, but he was a defensive coordinator, and he developed with Tom Brady. Bill Belichick was there a couple of years, and then Tom Brady came around, or was it the other way around? I'm not sure. I forgot, but they developed together. Mike Tomlin and Ben Roethlisberger developed together. Another example, and one that's very familiar with a lot of Giants fans, is Tom Coughlin and Eli Manning. I believe Tom Coughlin is a defensive-minded guy. So that being said, there's the proof, and the proof is in the pudding right there. That being said, defensive-minded head coaches can develop with young quarterbacks. It's not impossible. It can happen. You just got to put the right guys together. I believe Ron Rivera has what it takes to get that done. He had that, relationship and growth with Cam Newton, and Cam Newton wound up being an MVP. He didn't need an offensive-minded head coach because, Ron Rivera was enough. And so, that being said, that's why Ron Rivera needs to be hired by the New York Giants. He needs to be the next New York Giants head coach moving forward, hopefully next year. That being said, by the way, Dave Gettleman don't get me, you guys, everybody knows Dave Gettleman is scratching his beard right now, or, you know, whatever it is he's doing, saying, maybe we should get Ron Rivera in here. He's a good friend of mine, former employee of mine. Maybe I could bring him in here and see what happens. But that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new. And I'll see you guys in the next video.